Community meeting. Community meeting. Yes, bro, he's live. How do I knock? How do I knock? How do I knock? How do I knock? Ask the stream. How to ask to join the stream. Pop out. Streaming together. Get started. All right, he's getting blasted. All right.
Well, I appreciate you guys showing up today. We got a couple things to squash. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff. A lot of things have been going on behind the scenes. A lot of role play scenarios and what's been good and what's been bad. Is this a little better? He is baiting me. Got a couple things. Let me see. I just wanted to say thanks to everybody showing up. Got almost 40 people in the chat. So
yeah, dude, let's go.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess I'll knock,
from your
bro.
guys' stream. Anything,
I guess I'll knock, bro.
Tell people to join them and support you guys.
Right.
But yeah, guys, thanks for showing up today and joining the stream to see what's next for Era. We try to build some cool shit. You know, we try to do stuff different. It's not similar to any other server or any community in FiveM, all the way from the back end to the front end that you guys see every day. The way we handle things with staff, we try to take a whole new aspect to it. So
true.
Appreciate
Very
everybody
true
for being here. I'm sure you guys are excited to see some of the new stuff and what's coming up and what's going to change.
Yeah, bro, I'm hype. Let's go. I'm excited.
Wanted to recap over the last month here recently around the server.
You just share chat pretty much, and then you can ask to join the stream with him. But I don't.
An amazing last 30 days for growth. I want to say we have done just today alone, which these numbers are going down. Obviously, it fluctuates, but 40 new players in the last 7 days.
Damn.
Averaging about
hell yeah
75 to 85 players. We've even seen 90 in a 24-hour time span. So
that is fucking dope.
Those are unique players. So if we could just imagine if we got all of those people in at the same time, you know, we'd feel like we would take off a little bit more than we already have. Very grateful for the growth that we've seen lately. We just actually hit a milestone. We peaked over 1,000 total players since the server launched.
That's crazy.
And that includes all the way back in V1.
Era for the win, bro. Era's what's up, man. Era.
A year, going on about a year and 2.5 months now.
You know it. I know it.
So,
everybody knows it.
Great numbers, good growth.
Era on top.
We got an awesome community right now. And the one thing that I've been telling the staff lately is I've been bragging about our community because the community this go around, we've probably hit rock bottom 3 total times, but the community this time around feels way more organic.
Has that really happened?
You know, it feels like everybody's kind of setting the standard for role play throughout the city and kind of coming together, having a good time, no matter the situation. You know, even if we are encountering or having a bad day, you know, either with the server,
man bounces back like Pac-Man.
Very, very seldom.
Let's get it.
Very rare. Or whether it be with cheaters or new players who they might not understand the standard of roleplay within the server and the community. So it's all about, you know, making those guys feel welcome. So it bounces back like Pac, man.
I still blame him too, even though.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good, Mug. You can still blame me for anything that happens on the server. So I take full responsibility. But yeah, the reason we're here today, you guys are probably like, hey, we haven't had a community meeting in a while and kind of wonder where those went and why we don't do those anymore. Obviously, as you guys know, we kind of hit a little bit of a rock bottom with a V2 wipe. It was an alpha wipe we released early. Not a lot of stuff was 100%. There was a few things that needed more work done to it. We knew that going into it. It's just play testing something like that is the reason we are here today.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. It usually is Wayne's fault, though. Not gonna lie, he overwhelms me, and then I forget to do something, and then somebody opens a ticket about it, and like, hey, this didn't get fixed the other day, and I'm like, oh crap, Wayne, that's your fault. Wayne's always bringing more stuff up to me. We'll be in staff chat, and he'll just drop a bomb on me. I'll be like, well, shit, man, let me finish what I'm working on.
Breaking everything I
Wipe
can. Hey, yeah, there
happened
she is,
on
Bionics.
February.
Did you
Wipe
say
happened on
bomb?
March
Yes.
15th. V2 launch happened with retention of player data on February 14th. It was Valentine's Day. Wipe happened on March 15th. About 31 days later. We started off a little slow after Wipe. We had a whole extra month after we launched Alpha, and yeah, we had a whole extra month after we launched Alpha to kind of smoothen out the speed bumps and the potholes and get the road work done that we needed to do. V2 launch, early Alpha V2 launch on Valentine's Day really gave us a lot of good information though. Don't regret it in any way. Don't regret anything that we've done in the past. The decisions that were made at the time because they were the right thing to do. They made the most sense. We're
Bro, I'm clicked onto this fucking
trying
window.
to more or less, it was new for us when we started this in V1. I had never developed a server. The team we probably had 2 or 3
All right. Auto is definitely the way to go.
staff
Holy
on
shit.
a 5M roleplay
Yeah.
server. But the thing is, we had been playing it, so we had the player experience dealing with the negative communities where maybe they have a lot of bugs, or maybe staff team gets some favorites, or this.
Do I have like too
So
much
that, you
going?
never know, you know. There's a lot of that stuff out there, so we're just trying to stand out and do it different, and we welcome everybody that wants to be a part of it because everything around here is 100% fair, and we care about the bugs, even the smallest.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Wayne gets brownie points for dragging me back. Yeah. Oh yeah. Is that Sadine? Heck yeah. Yeah, you've been around for a while. You've seen the good, the bad, the ugly, and whatever in between.
Cap.
So, but yeah, the goal of this meeting before we get too lost here, I'm only going to keep you guys for about 45 minutes to an hour, and then I expect you all to be at Bahama Mama's event for sure. That's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, we'll be there. We'll be
They
there.
do some good events over there.
That shit. Let's actually check on
it's
our
a cool
stuff real
place if
quick.
you haven't been by. But the goal for this meeting is basically transparency on the back end and the front end of things, what you guys see, and maybe what's happening in behind the scenes. And with your reports, that goes from your reports, your complaints, your bugs, everything, pretty much. So the main focus here is that the community itself and the players that are playing in the city every day make decisions that shape the outcomes. So every decision you make in character in the city through role play with another player that you may know or you may not know could affect the server in many ways, actually. And then another thing with like progression in the server through role play too is that's really, I mean, we try to build comprehensive scripts to where everything is gameplay driven. You don't necessarily need outsider information or word of mouth so people can't gatehold information. We try to do a good job at adding descriptions and explanations to every feature in the server, but sometimes we don't do that as well. And if we don't, you guys need to definitely put suggestions in if something seems a little confusing. But yeah, but progression's not necessarily based on player interaction through the city, but it does help a lot. And you need to remember that when you make decisions in RP with other players in the server
Hey,
too.
thanks,
So
Wayne.
you got to
I
think about
appreciate
maybe
you,
one
bro.
day they could give me a helping hand. You know, maybe one day
That's good
they
to see you,
would
bro.
lead me
It
in the
really
right
is.
direction for something that I'm really stumped on, and I really wish I had a hint for, you know, or something like that. And your RP effort is definitely acknowledged.
See,
We
I like that
see
I had to
clips in the video,
cry
we see RP
a little
shoutouts,
bit,
which
though.
has
I don't
actually been
know.
blowing up a lot lately. That's been
I was stuck.
really
I was
awesome.
frustrated, but I just
A
talked
lot
to
of
a
good
friend.
stuff lately.
I just talked to one person
I
for
don't
like
really want to
5
get into
minutes, and I
many
was helped out,
specifics
you
on
know?
that. I do have a couple clips I've pulled up for you guys to kind of outline like some
Like
examples
flexing
and
a
stuff
muscle.
of
Yeah,
different
you know,
scenes
bro.
that I've seen
You know.
that were pretty funny and pretty good on both ends of the spectrum there. So, let's see. And then, you know, of course, there's a flip side of that. All the negative issues and some complaints and some problems with whether it be community members or just the server in general. We've definitely looked at those and I will outline a few of those too. So we definitely got a couple of clips for all of that. Basically, the big elephant in the room, I feel like, is the PD issues recently. Can everybody attest to that? I would think, would we be able to list that as one of the largest problems, more than likely, within the server right now? And I think it's a double-sided sword, double-edged sword, more or less, because you get crims who get upset with cops. I heard Cole does. What are y'all talking about? You know, there's a double-edged sword there, because I think crims get upset with the police interaction and then maybe retaliate too. You know, that's something we got to acknowledge as well. You know, like maybe a cop is not as experienced, or maybe it's his first city he's played in, or maybe, you know, he's learning role play. You know, keep that in the back of your mind sometimes, even if when you get into like a sticky situation with the PD where you think, you know, it could have been handled better. And on the flip side too, you know, like cops, they have to work with the crims too. I mean, the cops have to let the role play flow, go along with some storylines, you know, stuff like that. Just if it presents itself, you know, if there's no effort there, then of course, you know, cops are gonna be a little bit more to the point and roll with an iron fist in that sense, you know.
Yeah, I'm with
But yeah,
I'm with Mug here.
I got a couple things for the. Let me see here. I got a couple things for lips here. Let me pull these up for you guys. If I can find it on my browser. There it is. So, like, this is a good example right here in this shot right here.
Okay.
Let me know if you guys can hear this too.
Okay.
Sir, I know what I saw.
Well, you saw wrong.
I'm not the blind one here, all right? You are.
I'm
You
not the
know.
what?
Blind one.
That's rude. That's disrespectful.
You know what? You're right. You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Professionalism, sir.
You're right.
You know,
You're
it's
right.
light, it's
Yeah, I'm
funny. It
sorry.
doesn't always have to be down to
But
the
anyways,
line.
are you fucking with me, or do you not have a valid driver's license registration for this vehicle?
I don't got shit. I
The
don't
cop
got
lets it
At this
flow.
point, I'm just gonna have to ask you to hop off.
The
You are
crim's
not
giving
allowed
him
to operate a
some.
vehicle without a license.
You know, it's a give and take
How do I get a license?
kind of relationship, you know.
You go down to the city hall, man.
You go down to the city hall,
And
man.
then most of the time, most of the situation, cops are going to be willing to help. And this is actually pretty funny what happens right here.
We sweep this under the rug.
He gave him $2. He gave him $2.
All right, sir, you have a good day.
Yes, sir.
You are allowed to leave. Hold on. You're allowed to leave when my lights turn off.
Oh, yeah, sure thing.
That was beautiful.
Cop just goes along with them. You know, it just goes through with
Best
the story. I thought that was
$2.
pretty funny. That was a pretty good one.
Best $2 ever.
Oh, shit. This is another good one with Yusuf too.
Yusuf is a really good
this
cop,
is,
chat.
Example of, like, you know, giving the crim a chance, even though he knows there's no really way out here. You know, it's all about reading the situation, being aware to the situation.
Oh!
And then sometimes, more than likely, the cops are gonna fucking fall off the rooftop like Yusuf. You know, so you're gonna end up coming out on top most of the time anyway. That one's funny. Yusuf doesn't know how to run, apparently. I thought he didn't know how to drive, but apparently he can't walk with his own 2 feet either.
That's epic, dude. Yusuf just getting
We've got a couple
slammed,
things
bro.
with, like, sometimes as criminals are sharing around or running around the city, you know, they're gonna get hit by a cop, random situations kind of like this one here. And, you know, it just kind of, it happens, man. I mean, there's really no way, you know, middle of a chase, saw the cops coming through, gets slammed, but he brushes it off. You know, he's not upset about it. We gotta keep that mindset there. That's big. It's important. And I tell you what, if there is a problem with PD and it's a legitimate issue that needs to be addressed, this clip will literally show you that Yusuf will handle it. Tommy Farber.
Guess who pushed it? I'm not. Yes, I said
It's actually Fred Tractor
that. All right,
here.
we're gonna do a UC operation.
Sir, you gave us
right?
permission.
Correct. I did. But then who did it without my supervision? You remember? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Sir, you gave us permission.
Lord have mercy.
I'm
So
confused what you're
sometimes-
saying.
Sir,
Sometimes,
listen carefully.
sometimes
honestly,
it doesn't
my
go in
hands
Yusuf's
get tired.
favor, but you know.
No, keep that shit up there. Keep
Sorry,
it up
sir.
there.
Sorry, sir. Sorry.
Alright. So what I'm saying is, who did it? Like who pulled it? Who pulled the trigger?
I
I'm
would
not saying who got the idea.
I
I'm
would
saying
say
who pulled
you.
the trigger.
I would say you pulled the trigger because you told us we could do it.
Ah. Yes, I said it, but who pulled the trigger to move in?
Oh, we
Who
ain't
pulled the
shot,
trigger to-
sir. We ain't shot nobody.
No, that's not what I mean. Who pulled the trigger?
Hey, can I be honest with you?
Yes, be honest with me.
I don't know what the fuck you're asking.
Fucking Fred,
So when I
man.
brought up the idea,
Yeah,
who said let's
you
move?
brought it up.
Yes, I brought the idea to go UC to catch Johnny Trigger so we could catch him clean.
Oh, his
right?
name's Johnny
So we
Chestnut,
could
not
catch
Johnny
him
Trigger,
clean.
sir.
Oh shit!
It's like getting
Johnny
ejaculated from a
Chestnut,
car
my bad.
instead of a
So who pulled the
ejected.
trigger to move in? Let's do the UC operation right now, and let's go arrest them right now. Who pulled the trigger?
Can we
who
use
you moved?
can we use different terminology? Pull the trigger means you shot somebody.
Can we
Shot-
use this?
Well,
God
I ain't gonna
damn it.
lie. I did shoot somebody earlier, sir. But
Well, that was a good one. I like
But
that.
yeah,
so
I
we-
mean,
That was a
you
good-
guys get the point. If you give the cop a chance to role play and they don't role play with you, you know, obviously there's issues there, and they should let the story go on. But you know, kind of understand that maybe the other
Oh,
side's not
shit.
as experienced as you are. Maybe they don't have 9, 10, 11 years in role play like a lot of us do. You know, like maybe they're trying to figure out their story at the same time you are. It's a give and take relationship for sure, you know.
Yep.
Like you got to give it to receive it, and if you want the cops to be better with you, you got to be better with them, and vice versa. I mean, it's what it's all about. Now, yes, there's no excuses for improper training. There's no excuses for breaking SOPs, stuff like that. But we are handling it on the back end. A lot of stuff goes on behind the scenes. I guess I gotta show another clip. I gotta show one more clip, and then we can move on.
Do
a lot of
it.
stuff's going on behind the scenes to counteract the PD crim debate right now. So I pulled together a big staff meeting the other night. I said, I want you guys to handle this. If it's a problem with your department, I want you guys to handle this. And if it's not handled tomorrow when I wake up, then I'll start blacklisting people from PD. Like I'm ready to take the stand and to make sure I'm ready to enforce the command within the police, like got you guys, got your backs. Like I promise we're here for the right reasons. We're going to make this place one of a kind. We're going to make people love this server. I'll tell you that right now. It's going to be balanced everywhere. All right. I got to show one more clip. This was requested many times over. It's totally off topic, but this is why BCSO has a hard time catching crims. They're sleeping on the job.
Watch him not have it.
Dude straight passed out. He straight passed out.
That's crazy, bro. Fell asleep
Oh.
for real, for
Oh,
real.
That's funny. That's funny.
That's
We
epic
love
as
you,
fuck.
redneck. Don't
Ain't
take
no
hate for that.
fucking way,
It's all fun
bro.
and games, man.
That's dope as fuck.
Oh shit. But yeah, give and take
No, that's so funny, bro. That's actually so funny.
relationship. Make sure we keep RP a priority.
Bro,
RP
paycheck
before
farming.
gunplay, RP before any other play. I don't even care what kind of terminology.
Come on, come back to me. Come back, stream. Back.
I know you're
Back,
tired.
back. All right.
They were playing golf. And that was on Use's stream that day. And that was fucking hilarious. That was actually yesterday, I think.
Ugh, falling asleep on the job is kind of funny.
So we're gonna go back to some gameplay stuff. I'm gonna give you guys a little sneak into what we've
Whoa.
been working on.
Oh
and
my
what's
god.
next. What are the next steps in the game, in the server, as far as mechanics lie? So, as you guys know, we don't have gang applications. We don't have anything like that for organizations. Everything is completely through a mechanic through the server. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this. I'm sure you guys have been a part of on the dark web. But I'm going to show you what it looks like after you
What?
successfully create an organization. I'm going to show you guys somewhat the ins and outs and kind of give you a breakdown on it. So you obviously you have your dashboard. Is it buffering? Is it buffering? Am I lagging for you guys? I'm so sorry.
That's
if
some
it's
motherfucking
happening.
gang
It says
shit.
I have excellent bit rate.
Find out in RP. That's some motherfucking gang shit.
Is it any better now?
Damn,
Readers?
Rune
Actually,
seeking
let me try
immersion
something.
sometimes.
Once I've been having some serious internet problems lately. I think it's with the main line with my ISP or something.
These guys are incredible, bro. I love these dudes so much.
All right, we'll try this. So you guys can see this. You guys can see me switching these panels here. Can you guys hear me fine? So yeah, see, this is the dark web, and you get this by jailbreaking a tablet that you can buy from iFruit. Actually,
You got- oh, you
I
can
know it's a little
jailbreak
specific,
it.
A lot of people know that, but yeah, find out in RP.
Yo, my
Um,
tablet's not
So
green.
this is the gateway to the organizational life throughout the city. They're called organizations. We don't like calling them gangs because not everybody's a gang. But they're all organizations and classified as orgs. And we let you guys choose what you identify as far as your organization type. Okay, cool. Yeah, Twitch might just be being a jerk today. Cool. So yeah, so breakdown, you know, you've got your crypto here. I'm sure you guys have seen this. You guys can't actually access this yet in the server. It is not available to anybody. So even if you get the 5,000 rep to unlock the org, to start the org, you're not able
Vic
to
going dark,
start the org
meta.
yet. We're working on a yeah, sorry, I just saw those come in and I must have kept yapping y'all's ears off, asking y'all if I was good. My bad. But yeah, so you can't actually get the reputation. You can get the reputation, but you cannot start the org, unfortunately, yet. This is something we're working on. And it's going to be coming out probably, I mean, I would say probably within days, if not by the end of this week.
Oh damn, I was thinking
yeah,
like that.
see, only
month.
if you use it. Yep, I'm giving y'all a total breakdown on this stuff, so I can kind of lead y'all in the right direction. You've got black money here, which you can also see this tab, the crypto tab. You can exchange black money to crypto. It's got a whole variable pricing index here. You can flip them back and forth like a kind of like the crypto market. And then you have the black market. This is for organization to organization trading.
What?
And this basically makes sure that nobody gets stuck up, nobody gets robbed, nobody can interject more or less with postings on the black market. So you can see pending deliveries and pending pickups. You can search your listings. You can look for data files, which, by the way, is also a super cool thing for the console section here. So if you look here, you've got a bunch of commands here. If you type help, connect to an IP, disconnect, scan IP, breach, backdoor, list files, view file contents. So these files are automatically generated and they're completely random. So we've got a lot of really cool stuff coming for this. I'm not sure that this will be in this week's update for the organization system, at least the dark web. I will say that it is going to be coming at a later date because this and contract, the majority of contract crime at least, will be. It's such a huge system. I mean, it's just I can't really even explain it. I mean, you'll never be able to do a contract. I'm sure we're talking hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. I mean, probably thousands of possibilities. No contract mission will ever be the same. It's not like you get 5 missions and you do them over and over again and it's repetitive. Every time you start one, it will have a different story to it. So this is also another way for you to access criminal activities throughout the city too. So this will let you connect to IPs and scan for them, or you can find data files and you'll be able to input the data from them on this tablet as well. And then I'll probably cover this in our next meeting, a little bit more about this console. I just want to kind of give you guys a little insight to that. We do have a global ranking here for rep. So obviously on the dev server, I'm number 2 with 5,800. It shows your contracts completed here, all your information. And then once you start an org, this this panel here looks like this. It shows your rep, it shows your member count, your level, the name, the color, and then you can view details on it. So yeah, we covered the crypto. There will be Wi-Fi networks, so there's going to be Bluetooth connections and Wi-Fi connections you'll have to make as well for the console. But let's go to dashboard and let's go see what everybody wants to see, right? The organization details. So when you start an org, this is what your overview looks like. You know, you'll have your level, members, rep, how much your black money is compared to your storage level, your crypto storage here. Members can contribute crypto and black money to the organization itself. So it's totally a team effort here. You come to the members tab, you see everybody here, you see when they joined, their contribution amount, and their rep that they've earned the organization here.
No pressure,
You're gonna
Gordon.
have organization style missions here. Console stuff is awesome. Level detail. Yeah. I appreciate that. See, it's taken a lot of time out of our day and a lot of blood and sweat and tears. I'll tell you that much. We've spent a lot of time planning out this system to be comprehensive for you guys.
All right. So how are we feeling about the meeting so far? Hey, stay country, y'all. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the follow. Show me some meta shit.
So yeah, so this section here is going to be organization specific missions that you can only obtain if you are an org. They're going to be completely separate from contracts. They're
Okay.
not even going to be the same. Two different things.
They're entirely separate. Okay. Fuck yeah. That's cool as
these-
shit. That's
Oh,
crazy
right. We
cool.
have the event tab too. So the event tab is going to be to where random generated, kind of similar to boosting and competition races in the racing system.
Okay.
These will generate here, and what they're going to be is they're going to be server shared events that every organization will get an alert for, and you can go fight over it with other orgs.
Oh my
So,
god.
PD won't get there at the same time you guys will, because everybody will be notified out probably 10 minutes before. It's probably going to be, I think we've got an idea of like a 30-minute event.
Dude, he's
server-wide
probably been
event,
stewing this for like
similar to OBS. But
since-
this is taking a whole new take on
Yeah.
it. It's like,
I was
if
just
wanted
about
do
to say, I
OBS,
bet
we
you
have
he's been
OBS
stewing this
time
since
and create a server
OBS.
tomorrow. But this is something that nobody, I don't think here has even seen. So that's what we're going for. We're going for uniqueness. But yeah, so basically Crims will get about a 10-minute head start out of the 30-minute total timer on the event. Let the
Only
Crims
alerted
get
once
in,
fighting and
get
shit
fight
starts.
through, control the objective, whether it be like a black market transport truck, like a gun shipment truck that we got a really cool model for that too. And then maybe like a capture the crown type of event where, you know, you guys got to run through the server and the city to catch the crown, and whoever has the crown at the end obviously wins the event. So these are more or less not necessarily as story based as a contract crime, but they are going to be server wide events for everybody to play and to interact with. We've got the
That is
members
gonna
tab
be so
here.
cool.
You can add, you can request to join. You can see your join requests. So when you have an organization made, you'll be able to see them and
I think that's
request to
gonna be
join them
awesome
if
as
you're not
fuck.
part of one automatically. So you may just get random join requests over time. And then we've got the intel, the territory intelligence map here. So you've got two different styles. You can go Atlas, you can go satellite, and then we have every territory listed
my
here. We have
motherfucking
like
god.
19 total territories, and these territories are very comprehensive and very advanced. So even the smallest action inside of these territories will affect your influence base on
What?
the controlling organization.
Bro,
so
what?
I think we've got one set up here, so you can see Gangi has 31.2% and the Goat has 68.8. You'll be able to start turf wars based off of this if you're the lower end of the stick here. Have to make sure rules are set. Can the whole org go or just X amount of people? So our rules they talk about server-wide events, and I think they talk about gang events as well. I know that this would be blanketed by the conflict limits, the robbery limits, the same. They're all the same number. So that is definitely going to blanket these things. But if it comes to the point where we get into it and we start having issues, we start having problems with people bending the rules, going around the rules, we will make a change. It's all about growing together. I know it's a big update for Krems. Like, this is a huge update for Krems, so it's going to be a lot of new stuff. I will say that this organization system is 98%. There's probably 2% of small, minor, little nitpicky bugs that we have to squash, and this is ready for deployment pretty much. The thing that
Damn.
we're waiting on
That's
mostly
huge.
is contracts. So contracts is that thing I was telling you about, where it's never going to be the same. There's going to be random generations. It's really in depth. It's got a lot of good stuff in there. So yeah, you can see here that you can start turf wars. And right now this button is one of the 2% bugs that's broken. It actually is all functioning after that. It's just when you start this, it won't let you. But not to show you guys the bad things. So there's 19 territories. I'm about to get into that, Johnny. There's 19 territories, and every territory includes, some of you guys have probably noticed, we don't necessarily allow gang headquarter MLOs, HQ MLOs, compound MLOs. And it's because
What? Because what?
every territory on this map has had custom mapping done by our own developers in-house. So every territory, when you gain influence in that, will assign you the owner of those safe houses, whether the other gang has stuff still in there, has all their drug tables, their drugs, their guns, all of their loot, everything.
You're fired.
You the new organization who gains a majority influence will obtain that at that time.
That's
So,
dope.
We've got a ton of territories
That's
here,
so
total of
sick.
19. We're probably about 80% finished with the MLOs that we're building
I
for
wanna
these
be a bad guy
territories.
now,
I think we're like 14 out of 19, something like that, getting 1 to 2 done a day. This will be coming very soon. And then we have the accounts page here. So this is the organization accounts page. So this is the black money balance of the org, the crypto balance of the org, and that is based on the overview of this contribution. So if I contribute 10 crypto, successfully contributed organization funds, updated in real time. There's no saving, there's nothing like that. It's just like our MDT in real time saving. So if we go to the org overview here, you can see, so organization settings.
View level and upgrade. Lord bless you with everything from this.
So view level and upgrades. And this screen is a little broken. I do apologize. To show you guys this. It's supposed to take up the full screen here. Something we're working out. This is definitely
Yusef is so funny, dude.
minor in the grand scheme of things. So
Okay, you
as
need
can see,
stashes
I'm
inside
level
of
2,
unique to
and
the
then
gang, not to the
once you level
hideout.
up, you
Okay.
get to see the next level, and you see the benefits. And this level 3 would be respected. So this would be a respected organization with connections across the city. So you get maximum members go up 5. So level 2 organization, you have 10. You're going to get 15 at level 3. There's a total of 5 levels as well. So you're going to be able to have up to 25 members in your org.
25 is huge.
Storage slots. So this is subject to change
Let's
too. This
go.
is just a place
25 is fucking
placeholder for now.
huge.
Most of this stuff is just placeholder data. So other than the upgrade cost, we with
Real.
balancing updates and in the future when this is deployed and we play test this and you guys give us your feedback, we will obviously make changes to some of this, I'm sure. But basically, yeah, you get storage upgrades, you get black money storage in your organization in the system here. You get an upgrade for that, your crypto storage, and you get a territory rep bonus based off of your level. You also get higher tier missions with each level, and that's what it costs. And so like level 3, you unlock the organization garage at your safe house, and that will be automatically set.
Hell
So,
yeah.
To get out of that,
That is sick as fuck, bro. Okay. That is actually really badass. I'm really excited for criminals. I think
UI
that
thing
this is a
there.
huge update for them, and
This
they'll
is
be able to
also
do
the
like a
icons.
lot of
So this
really
is your
cool
rep.
shit in the city because of this.
This is your black money. This is your crypto and your member count. Then you can see your level there. Organization name.
It's like, we back. F again. We back. F. Oh no.
Your settings. You can see your members. You can completely manage your members completely through this interface. So if you want a recruit to be a boss, you could have a recruit to be a boss. You want to get rid of that guy, or you want to get rid of a rank, get rid of him. One click and done. Want to add a new one? Add it. You want to disband it? Disband it. Save your changes.
We're getting some buffering, guys.
Yeah. So this is the
Oh, my traps are
majority
sore. Oh,
overview of
fuck.
the organization system that you guys are probably super curious about. You've got those USBs, you've got the tablets cracked, you've done the footwork, and you're just curious now. So
Crypto. What's that green?
But
Is
yeah.
that S coin?
all right,
Or is that something
not
else?
to waste any time. Let's see. We got Prim updates has been a huge priority for us this update because they lack in features currently, and we do understand that. So speaking of that, you guys know the drug system currently, and I'm going to show you the complete rework and rebuild of the drug system, and it is Schedule 1 inspired, and it is changing a lot of how the
Bing.
gameplay engine with 5M works.
This is a pretty good angle, chat. I'd be looking kind of good actually in this shirt. What? Oh, sorry. I thought she was talking to me. We'd be looking okay.
So,
We'd be looking all right.
there is one feature that will pique your interest, and it has
Stop buffering. Quit doing this to me. Come on. F.
to do with placeable tables and conflict interactions throughout the city. I think these guys are
What the fuck?
okay. These guys are
I think we might be having a little bit of a hiccup. Completely out of my hands. This is an issue. Yeah. Yeah, it might be a...
they're a little buggy right now because we've been testing this all day. But yeah, there they go. So these are the new guys that came in, and I put this location here today to show you guys what this is all about, really.
Very
So,
good.
You're gonna find random locations around the map that.
Oh, yeah, I think we
have
might try
these
and take it over to
tables.
Discord.
What is wrong?
This is the
here?
coolest shit I've
What
ever
is going
seen.
on with me? I think I'm.
Meet in Discord, everyone. All right, guys. We're closing this stream. I'm still Gucci over here. Nobody stole my car. Discord. Bing, 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 bing. Muted. All right, we're over on Discord. All right, chat. We're back to our chat. We're back. What's up, bros? Missing so much
Can
with the
you guys hear
buffering.
me?
Yeah, it was tough.
Maybe we'll be okay here.
It's all
yeah,
good.
there we go.
505. Where we at? 15. Oh, dude, we're getting there.
Awesome.
MK1 needs to
So, yeah.
chill.
Where were we?
MK1 needs to chill, bro.
Did we get past the org system on stream?
Yeah.
Okay. I know it was buffering at the end there. I saw some chats, but yeah, man. So yeah, speaking of drugs, we're kind of picking it back up. Speaking of drugs, we definitely have done some new stuff. We've completely rebuilt that system, and so now you'll find these. Obviously, it's bugged here because we've been testing it all day, but there's locations around the map that you'll be able to find that have hostile interactions like this, and they'll have these tables you'll see. So these are the actual drug tables. You won't be able to manufacture drugs in the server without one of these tables now. And we will be releasing more drugs and more table types over time, but right now we have 5.
Yo, 5. 5 is huge.
So the goal
What,
here
weed,
is
coke,
to
meth,
obviously
shrooms,
hold the
and
location
Crack? I don't know.
and secure the tables. There will be like little interactions like this. It's obviously
You
not
search the
finished.
body? What
This
the
is
fuck?
something that is almost there. We just got a couple things left with.
You found
And
nothing
then you'll
useful.
this guy, I swear, man. I think I'm still buffering bad.
No, that's not.
Am I
You're
lagging for you
good, bro.
guys?
No, not at all.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So yeah, you'll be able to walk up to these stations once you clear these guys.
I mean, with anything, it's like a little.
and
It might just be a little choppy.
Dude, what is wrong?
You're probably getting shot at, bro. You didn't secure the
So
table.
you'll be able to disassemble
You
this
have to
stuff,
secure
and
the
you'll have to hold
table,
it down
bro.
while you disassemble it. And if you go too far, yeah, there he is. There's the man himself.
Hey, yo, he showed up, bro. What's up,
So
dude?
you run away from these. You gotta stay close to continue the
Disassembling.
disassembling. And after you disassemble these, you'll be able
What?
to pick these tables up and place them.
In your fucking territory.
Yeah,
What?
I'm
What?
lagging. I don't know
Bro,
why.
that is
It's
so
bad
cool.
today. And of course, it goes smooth, and then it just hits.
That is actually so cool, Chad. This is gonna be, man. Oh, being a civilian's the most boring thing to do
Yeah,
now.
so my controls are slow.
That's not true though, you know, because I can
I'm
get
sorry, guys.
into so much shit.
You're good, dog. You're good.
So you disassemble.
Great day for this to happen.
Oh shit, bro, there it goes. It goes pretty quick too. So you're so this is a PD shootout then?
Okay. All right. Chaos has ended.
Because PD, you're absolutely coming to shots
Okay.
fired, right? So everyone needs to have silenced weapons.
So yeah, you want to stay near these tables to secure them. Obviously, this is a mock location. I'm not going to give you a location of one of these for obvious reasons.
No meta?
But that's the goal
No
here, is to hold it
meta?
down. And once you obtain one, there will be more hostiles, and they will show up and
So
try to
there's a
take you
little
out.
chat,
Or
yeah.
you might run into police at this time, because every spot has 4 tables. So it's a minute a table. It's a very high risk. And this is obviously, you know, some type of balancing that we would take some feedback on. And we want to make sure it's working for everybody and it is balanced. So yeah, so a couple things. Yeah, obviously you see the table. We'll clean up. We'll work on the cleanup stuff, part of that. But yeah, that's the idea behind this. And this is within the next probably 2 days. I would say this will be deployed on the server. So very close here. We needed a way to obtain the tables for players. And this is how we did it. So yeah, back into the actual drug update.
The event triggers the table and
Anyways.
NPC.
So no, Sonny, the goal here and the purpose of this is this type of hostile event is to obtain the tables through the city. And then what you do with the tables is where the drug rework comes into play. So I'm gonna try to pull a few here. We'll probably try to go to Legion here. It'll be better, so those guys don't respawn on my ass. In my little drug testing spot over here. So there's a couple tables.
Do the tables
tables
respawn, or is it
respawn?
one table per drug for the whole thing?
So everybody can have their items, their inventory items. So you'll be able to go to these camps. They're called drug camps, and there's one for each drug. Yes, this is how you obtain the tables. So there's drug camps, for one for each drug. You go to these camps and you have to find them to get into a hostile interaction to obtain the tables to manufacture drugs. The weed system.
Oh shit, Johnny doesn't hear anybody. Fuck, man, this is tough.
Let me see here. So weed's gonna have multi-levels to it, multi-steps. You're gonna have a drying rack. You're gonna have a packaging table. You're gonna have a trimming table. So there's our packaging. Here's our drying rack. And this comes into play with the safe houses within the territories, right? So safe house is obviously a good spot for this stuff. If you have a better spot, up to you. You're free to do whatever you want. And you can place them anywhere. So this is the part, you can pick them up, you can place them, you can carry them around. You can only have one of each table. You can only have one of each table per player currently. And that's to, I mean, you guys don't need more, you know, it's just a safeguard. So other people will be able to place tables as well. You're just locked to one per person.
Okay. Okay, now I
So
can
let
hear.
me see
Hopefully, yeah. If you
here.
watch
Let me
my
get
stream, everything's been
some-
chill. I think I'm gonna do like a. I think I might
show
do
you
an
guys a little
uploading.
bit of this. I'm not gonna go
Like a-
into
like a re-upload.
everything, but I will show you the weed portion here. Trim buds, empty bags. Okay. So this is a packaging table, and obviously you see, ignore this target here. That's going to be resolved, but Schedule 1 inspired. So you drag
Drying
the buds over
rack.
to the bag.
Yes, you drag the bud to the bag, dude. Let's go.
Based on the amount of buds that you put into the bags.
Let's fucking
And
go,
it does place
dude.
the amount of buds on the table based on the
Woo!
amount that you have in your inventory as well.
Let's
Get
fucking
done, you
go,
see I packaged my 10 trimmed buds.
bro. Let's fucking
So,
go, dude.
There
And then
is
you. So
a
does the drying
branch
rack
too.
increase?
I'll show you the branch here. Don't need that many, but you guys have probably seen these on a couple players' backs in the server. Put these on your drying rack. Gives you a timer, tells you the strain, tells you the
Fuck,
health. And they're all
yes!
the same because I just gave them to myself.
Let's go.
Yeah, the drying rack is not just a it's not just an add-on. It's a complete drug rework. So like all these tables came with it. We're trimming cannabis here. I need dried weed. I need this trimming scissors. Okay. I don't know the okay. So I have dried cannabis and I'm gonna need trimming.
Yeah, this
Check
is
this
super
out.
super dope.
So based on the quality of your plant is the output that you get here, and you're just trimming these off similar to schedule. Obviously the plant would just highlight the green circle is a dev debug that we're using currently to make sure everything's smooth. You come over here and
This is some of the coolest shit I've
you
ever
can
seen.
check your working on the target for this. Obviously it's got a couple things, like I said, 98% it's there. It's just a couple small things.
Yeah, target for
You
some
can
of our
manage your
shit, bro.
rack and see the timer is persistent, and if you leave the server this will stay. All of this is persistent. I promise.
He
I'm
said
gonna
in
do
the
another
next couple
stream
days,
and
if not by the end of the
I'll do
week.
another showcase of the Creme mechanics that we're going to be pushing out this week, and I'll make sure to get everybody in there so we got another chance for this.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm
I do
saying. Bet
apologize today. It is me.
I'm about to become a
but it
criminal,
is out of
bro.
my control.
Fuck.
So. But
No
yeah,
meta.
That's a general overview. There's Coke.
That's so
meth,
badass.
There's LSD.
Let's go.
There's all kinds of
Coke, meth,
drugs that you guys
LSD.
are currently using.
That's
in
4
the
out of 5.
server,
That's 4 out of 5.
And we've rebuilt
Coke,
the
meth,
process for
LSD.
them. There is also planned to be placeable bulk manufacturing tables within the organization system. So that would be the only way you'd be able to obtain them is through the org system. If you are an org and you have a safe house.
Where's the warehouse I go to after 6 p.m.?
You guys still can't hear me, Sonny? Okay. Well, I think most people are okay, but like I said, I'll do another breakdown of this. We can do questions, and I wanted to do the features, and I wanted to talk about the give and take through roleplay with between Cop
I think
and
the
Prim
Coke lab
lately.
is going away.
I'm sorry about today, guys.
You are fine, dog. You're fine.
But yeah, we've taken a lot of action in response to the recent reports about the Crim PD debate. A lot of things been going on behind the curtain that not everybody gets to see. So don't think we're just giving up on everybody and just hoping you guys deal with it. We're definitely doing something about it, and we see that as staff. So you guys, nobody goes unheard or unseen. I will tell you guys that.
Hell yeah, bro. That's good to hear. We appreciate you, and we appreciate all the work all of you guys do.
Let's see.
You guys are badass.
Let's
Let's go.
I think that's it. I don't think I need to show you guys anything. Let me see if I can get some bandwidth back so we can get into Q&A and stuff. It was a short Q&A, obviously. Let's see.
No meta. Alex.
Well, does anybody
Get
have
fucked.
anything they want to say on the team side of things? Do you want to speak for me on anything?
Get
I
fucked.
think I've been talking too much and Discord doesn't like it.
No matter, Alex.
Can't go
Get
funding
fucked.
for internet for Cole.
And the thing is, I am connected. I know I never have problems. I have good internet. Like I know what's good and what's bad, right? Like I've got a gig Ethernet connection directly into my computer. It's none of that. It's not because I'm
Attention
neglecting
Walmart,
it.
this is Gail
It's
Lewis.
literally my ISP, and you know why? It's because they're putting
Yo, why does
a
she-
new ISP is installing
my
new
grandma?
lines near our house. So I guarantee you that's part of it. But let's see. Let me look at my list here and see what we didn't do that I really wanted to do. Economy tweaks, job
Freedom
balance,
fries.
and police crime ratio, item pricing, business and civilian ecosystem, and what tools we
Oh,
can
I hate myself.
implement
I hate myself and I want to die.
to balance the systems through the server. So if, like I said, like I was saying with the org system, with the rep and the crypto and the black money and all of that, the gain rate of that and to unlock that, as you guys get into that, don't take the perspective of, oh, this is a brick wall. We're not gonna request a change or a balance, an update for this because it's probably not gonna get looked at. We will look at it no matter what it is. We will entertain the conversation. But at the end of the day, the decision is based off of due diligence and what is going to be best and fall in line with the vision of the community and the server. So if somebody says they're not getting paid enough for civ jobs, we'll look into it. But I can't tell you for a fact it'll get changed. And if it does get changed, it'll more than likely be in the direction that it could be in the opposite direction. It could be in the direction requested. It's totally up in the air. We just got to look at every situation that comes in like that. So definitely report
Where's
that,
Bahama
throw
Mama's
suggestions
chat?
in, and let us know what you guys think about everything as you get into it, progression based, and especially with the skill system and the rep. Now that we got a couple organizations around and they're trying to gain rep, they're trying to progress in those specialties. So definitely let us know how we're doing and what it's looking like.
Are you good for Chris Petrov to come up?
Yep.
We'll do that in a second, Chris. Hold on. I'm making sure I'm running through my list one more time, making sure. Oh yeah, if you guys haven't been PD or EMS,
I was going too fast.
those guys need help. You know, apply. Don't be afraid to do that. We definitely, it's definitely fun. It's its own niche thing.
Bing, 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 bing.
We can go into Q&A. If you guys want to start asking questions, we can start answering them.
Be scared.
You can take this over, Gecko.
Alright, Chris, you ready?
Oh, hey,
Hey guys,
Go.
how's it going?
Go. Yelling at me.
Hey, so, I wanted to talk about kind of the RP versus the real world.
Oh.
Right? It's me. It's Grandpa. Yeah. So, I think it's important that, and a lot of you may know me in a different voice. So maybe I catfished you. You know, I don't know. You know, I'm. Anyway, doesn't matter. The point is that, you know, what I'm saying is, you must do what I am telling you in order to succeed. No, I'm fucking with you guys. My point is that, what we really need is kind of an idea of where we're sitting. Are we allowing enough free flow? Are we allowing enough kind of ability of these officers to give leniency or whatever else, right? And I think that is a lot with the department itself, don't get me wrong, but as the Attorney General, I oversee that, and I can launch these investigations and stuff like that in order to kind of see what's going on, right? So I'm trying to keep civility among the community, and not only that, but raise concerns of what people are having to the board. So if anything, I'd like to hear up front what's going on, you know, and my emails are always open at Lawyer Chris, at AG Chris Petrov, whatever, you know. Hit me up with your complaints. You know, it's an open book, and most importantly, we're just trying to, I think, find a good middle ground, as I've said
Hell yeah.
before, and that's really what I'm trying
That's
to find
good.
out is where the community is.
What's your
sitting. So,
resolution? I want to fix the map for my
thanks for having
resolution.
me on the
Three
board,
something.
sir.
It's like 3,000 by
And
something.
yeah, that's about it. Unless anybody has any questions or anything like that. for the
3840 by
DOJ.
1600.
Yeah, whatever you got on that, Chris, just bring it to us, and we'll hash that out as it comes to fruition. I mean, obviously, we're gonna keep it more arcade-ish.
No, and I get that.
because it's a game, but
Yeah.
I
It
mean,
is a
we
game.
definitely need to reference. We definitely need to reference, real case law and different stuff like that when we handle DOJ.
Put in a
Oh
fix to
my
my res.
gosh.
Hey, I'm gonna be
Well, we're
honest, bro.
referencing
I didn't
about
even realize it was
11 to
broken.
12 different
To me,
case
it's
laws
fine. I guess
for
it's supposed to be
policing
over to the left some
typically.
more or something. I
You
never,
know, and
I never even
posted.
noticed enough to give to
They're known,
to let it
you
bother
know.
me. Cole was the one that told me it was broke.
Nareel.org.law is posted. So that is one of those things that has a helpful tooltip on kind of the videos. If you guys need as officers, again, nareel.org. Or nareellaw.org.com will have those. So if you do need any clarification on these case laws or anything that's going on for
Yo, Chris, is there a
the
lawyer
DOJ
in the
side
city?
of things, which is also the police side of things, because
need a
they
lawyer.
deal directly with the law every day.
I need to find out how I
please
can
clarify. Hit me up. Ask me your questions.
deconstruct these
Yeah,
cars.
I'm open for that. And again, thank you so much for having me on here. And so
We fixed it for a bunch of resolutions. There's
Thanks,
so many
guys.
different
Yeah.
ones based on different
Appreciate you,
monitors. It's an
Chris.
impossible job. Oh hell yeah,
Alright.
bro! I
Anybody
can
else
imagine.
wants the
I have
microphone?
a Alienware
Any
ultra wide,
Yeah, thank you.
and like a lot of people don't
Alright,
even
take care,
have
guys.
ultra wide
Much
monitors. So
love.
it's like that's so
Much
barbaric
love to the
overkill.
community.
Thank you, man.
And just to clarify, Yusuf, Cole said we're going to keep the game more arcade-ish, not arcade-ish.
Yeah,
Arcade-ish.
Yeah.
God damn.
More than you know?
I
Oh
said
really?
So much. Like, I don't know how I planned to fit this into an hour on the stream. Like, I had so much to show you guys today and like to go through, and I want to do a Q&A with everything. And I was a joker for saying it was going to last an hour, but let's do a short Q&A on what you guys saw today, and we'll address what we can address in the next 10 minutes. And then what I will do, I'll promise you guys, is what I will do is this week I'm going to be gone the entire week. So unfortunately I can't stream this week. But hopefully by time I come back from vacation, I'm going on a cruise to Mexico. So by time I come back next weekend, hopefully the construction in the alleyway will be fixed and finished, and I won't have any more issues with my internet, and then I can stream for you guys, and hopefully it's already on the server by then and you guys are already figuring it out. So that's the plan of action, at least.
You may
So,
have better
let's-
internet on the cruise ship anyway.
Yeah, I might.
You probably
might.
will.
So
Ooh, it's back
we'll
here.
definitely redo this one. I do apologize for all of that, as much as it was out of my hands. But yeah, let's do a Q&A, guys. For what you guys saw, what you guys heard.
Nailed it.
If you guys just have a general question, just throw it in the chat. Let's get it going. If you want to come up and talk and ask it, come up and ask it. You're more than welcome.
Stream's quiet. Can hardly
I
hear
know if
anything but you
anything was
clicking
a
and
bit
scrolling your mouse. It's just
controversial,
quiet.
With the suggestions
Really?
thread that we did, I was
Game?
reading through that.
Oh,
so
is it
I
because-
know there's more than likely a question or two from that. Maybe we maybe I covered
That's
everything
so
on the
weird.
stream.
I have all this shit
Most
up.
stuff is in the.
I guess I can turn the
is
like
in
game
the,
itself
is
up
in
more.
the teasers channel, Leary.
I just
Alright,
like
I'm gonna
I tend to
invite
turn the
Baby
game
D
stuff
up
down
to
just because it
speak.
ends up being so
Alright,
fucking
Baby
loud.
D.
Welcome, Baby D. Microphone's yours.
But thank you, I appreciate that. Normally my audio is like super killer. I've never had any issues.
I make sure we're muted. That's all.
But that's good though. I'm glad that more people are letting me know. How was that?
Simple subject that everybody likes to talk about.
Let me see. Hang on.
Johnny thinks that
Y aquí te
Pero los
ponemos
pasos
algo
de
para la
los
calle
Okay.
del
that
2008
A-Boost
y
take 4 cops to do it.
Yes,
Okay.
it is important.
That's a little too loud.
A through X.
It's a little too loud.
So
think A can get down to 3 maybe?
It's a global variable.
Oh, okay. So that's why. That's understanding.
If we're having problems with people not being able to start boost because of low PD numbers, which I don't think has been an issue lately.
Yeah, no, this should be good. We're just
Okay.
thinking of like the classic part, right? Obviously, you saw
Right.
the last night on YouTube stream.
Yes.
Okay. An A boost,
My
any
fucking
top
nuts,
car,
bro.
I think,
These ones are
besides
so
maybe the
sick.
Crown Vic, can keep up with it.
Indeed.
They're not.
Can you turn them
People
up?
are thinking, oh, A boost is gonna be busted. They're not busted. All your cars are very
I can hear everything.
well rounded, I would say. You got B boosted.
No, the guy's fine. He was just talking fine. Oh, I hear everything fine. Okay. Alright. You're good. You're good. You guys are good. You guys are good.
4 plus.
Whoa! Thank you. Thank you for the sub. You're crazy.
You're
Stop.
talking about like
Get outta here,
strict, intervention,
Are you missing
or are you
anything?
talking
I didn't
about
steal
like
this vehicle. I need to go get changed for the party.
Generate that boost. Generate that contract. For A
So-
boost would be 3 plus.
Right.
And X and S, obviously those are your higher tiers. 4
Good
plus
now,
only,
okay,
because
cool.
I'm assuming
Right.
if you get an S or an X boost, Air 1 should be on you almost every single time.
Right. I agree. I do like that. It's unfortunately out of our hands with Ray
No,
boosting.
that's fine. That's fine.
If you guys think that maybe we should drop the requirement to 3, globally, that's fair. But if you think about it, it's gonna be very hard if there was an S
No,
class in the future. You know.
Nope, and that's fine. Let it stay at 4 then, brother.
Okay. I'm not trying to like
No, you're not.
disregard your
Not at all.
suggestion.
How about that?
If you can't change something, you can't control, brother.
Right. So that's where we stand on that. I think as far as
Oh, if you're
the
talking to a certain
intervention in the
streamer.
chase,
Oh
though,
my
I think that's
god,
something
bro.
that
Was I
Yusuf and
changing my
Wayne
fucking
could
shit because of somebody
probably
else?
speak
Oh,
on
hell no.
for the-
Is it Alex?
for the group.
Yo, I'm coming for her. If it's Alex,
Yeah.
if it's Alex, I'm coming for her.
A lot of us here have played both sides, and sometimes things get fucked up. And like Johnny said in one of the chats and the suggestions, sometimes you gotta take the L to the chin and just move about your day.
Yep.
If it
And that's on
upsets you
both.
if it upsets you that bad, get through your consequences. Book me to jail and fly out.
Yep. You're exactly right. It's how you handle the situation in the moment.
Okay,
And
that's
then,
fair.
you
Hell
can
yeah.
decompress after.
I
Don't ruin the
literally
role
did a
play
C
for
boost and
anybody.
had 4 cops plus Air 1 after me. I knew
That
I wasn't getting
is
away, which was okay.
crazy.
I'll make them go for a chase as long as I could.
Yeah.
They
Right.
fucking arrested me. I went to jail, and I was like, okay, well, that taser reach is a little bit too far. Then I Googled how far does a taser reach? 45 fucking feet. Okay. Dropped it. Took the L, got about my day.
45 feet is fucking crazy, bro. You ain't out running a taser for nothing.
If you think
I need to go trading and drop off the
scenes
stuff.
like that, right? Like
We looking
if
sharp?
you think like one of
Yeah,
the
we're looking
scenes
sharp.
have went far, right? Sometimes we're not aware of what's going on. We're in other places, you know what I'm saying?
No, for
So
sure.
like like if you like for example, we take it seriously. Like when it comes to complaints, we take it seriously, right? And if something like that happened, just like let us know about it because we will handle it right away. And regarding what car maybe is better, should we bring a high speed for that boost or not, or something like that? When it comes to that, we're probably gonna look into this and see like which cars are actually fast and what not, because sometimes we get confused. Some of the A-class boosts, they're a little bit fast, you know what I'm saying?
said sometimes we
Yeah,
get
or
confused.
charges. Yeah, or handle better, like a way better, right? It like feels like it's gonna turn on a dime, But so that's why sometimes we bring up the heat unit. It's like, okay, this is serious, A-class boost, something is going on, you know what I'm saying? So it gets serious, right? And our point here is like we're trying to give you guys the challenge that you guys deserve, you know what I'm saying? Like make it intense for you guys, make it fun.
No, brother, the
Because-
chase should not be free by any means. It should not be, okay,
Yeah.
I want my W. You guys should
Yeah,
always
yeah.
have a faster car than us, but not to the point
Thank
where
you,
it's
yeah.
that gap. There should never be
Yeah.
a gap. Where
Yeah,
you're
no,
chasing
yeah,
a
yeah.
Steve boost in that white Corvette last night. That would be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. And
And it's
at the
cool
end
that
of
we're
the
all
day,
so on the
like,
same
just
page
wanna
with
let
this
people
shit.
know,
It
like,
really
if
feels
we
like
win
we're
the
all
chase
in the same.
or we arrested somebody, we're not
Yeah.
like we're not winning anything.
I
We're not
fuck
gonna
with
get
that.
the gold medal. You know what I'm saying? Like
No,
we're
right.
trying to just give you guys a challenge. We're gonna give you guys fun time. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like losing
and
you
that's
guys
why-
in
and
maybe in a
that's-
minute.
And that's why I went on the chase with you guys. I knew I was going to get arrested. And I'm like, okay, well, if I'm going to go to jail, I'm going to at least give you guys some entertainment. Because obviously, if you're chasing a C boost, you guys are bored as fuck.
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%, man.
That's a
and,
good
like, we're trying to
answer,
make,
man.
Like, you guys have fun instead
D
of like
is kind of
better
he's kind of
than-
based for this.
cops is not on the scene or they're losing all the time. It's not a challenge. It's not intense anymore. There's no fun in it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
We're trying to spice it up. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
if somebody went too far,
I'm just getting my
just
spot
come
early.
up to us. You know, you got me, you got Wayne, right? Like, come talk to us about it. We will handle it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not just gonna look in the other way and fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. And like I said, I'll take my L's to the chin every time if I feel it's right.
Yeah,
I
yeah, no,
know-
100%.
I know Cole can speak on this. 1.0, me and when we were doing what we were doing last time, we got gunned down in the middle of a bank truck because they didn't see the hostage. I have clips if you want to use it for. I have that clip still.
Bro
if you guys wanna use it for
subbed
training
before he
purposes.
followed. What a
Like I said, I know
go.
what spoke on last time.
Actually
We
badass as
ended
fuck.
up. We were pissed. We got into a big old argument with. Oh God, what was his name? What's with us?
Let's go back over. Let's
I
look
don't
at who's
even
talking.
remember.
Let's
I'd
look
have
What's
at
his
to see
the...
the clip.
UK? What's UK guy? The police officer from UK.
Lefty.
Lefty.
Ads
Lefty,
piss me
yeah.
off.
Yes.
I hate ads,
Yeah.
bro.
He tried to like calm the situation down. I said, brother, I'm taking this past you, and he kept trying to de-escalate. I'm like, I will sit here. I'm not talking to you. Like, I took it
Yep.
obviously outside of the city because what happened I knew was wrong.
Yep.
And they're
Yeah,
trying to
and-
they're trying to pressure us. I'm like, just let us be. And it just it got bad.
Yep.
That's all I gotta
I
speak about
agree.
for my question is an answering.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you want that video, Cole, if you don't have it somewhere, I still have it. If you want to show, hey,
Yeah, yeah. You can send it over to me or
Yep.
Yusuf, whichever one.
okay.
Yeah.
They're definitely I know they are planning like a training update within like department leads. So I don't know what exactly the specifics are that are coming out for that, but I know they are working on that. So you should see some really positive police interactions here pretty soon if you haven't already.
It's just trial and error, man. That's all it is. You're gonna have some days
Yep.
where, like you said, some people come into city a little bit grumpy. They take it out in city. You're gonna
Yep.
have it. So that's all I got, guys. Appreciate it.
Heck yeah, I
Thank you,
appreciate
thank
you.
you. All right, I'm gonna pull
Johnny
Johnny
Bravo.
up.
Oh, Johnny
Alright.
Bravo, our boy Johnny. John.
You coming up, Johnny?
Right.
The PD gets better when Sophia Black gets fired.
Bro, no way he chose that to say. Of all the
Alright.
chats to read.
What's up, Johnny?
Hello.
How are you?
How you guys?
Pretty good.
I just came up to pull light to the same matter of the police. I feel like there's also the other hand where, to be honest,
Don't
this is
start
the
with
best
me, bro.
police I ever experienced in like my real life.
Let's go. Hell yeah,
Okay.
bro.
Like,
My man.
in terms of funny moments, like I used to never have fun with PD. Like it would be always like strict. But I feel like the PD that is right now, we gotta like keep safe or conserve, because like the RP they give is immaculate.
Don't start with me,
Yusuf,
Mr. Man.
give him
Knock
some
it off.
shout-outs.
No barking.
Is insane
No.
with the RP he gives. And
Thank you, gang.
I want to just throw out some appreciation out there for all the PD. You guys are doing a good job.
No.
We need some improvements. We need some more PD, but at the moment, I don't feel like that's that bad, and that's how all my gang members also feel at the same time.
Thank you, man.
I also want to put light to a matter. I don't know if you spoke about this or not. The
Come on.
housing
No.
matter. Can you guys give us any more information about that? If it's coming
That
or not?
I had, like I said, I had so much planned for the stream. I'm crazy for thinking I could have fit it in an hour. It will come on the stream. That's going to replace today's stream next weekend. I will set a date for that sometime middle next week. While I'm on vacation, to make sure we get that scheduled for you guys. Housing is currently completely disabled for new houses or anything like that. If you have one now, you got one now. But if you don't, You're not going to get one for probably a week. The Crim update, the org update with the territories and the
So we were
interiors
looking
that
at
we're
houses
building in
today
the
for kind of no
territories
reason.
are all
Well,
combined.
not really.
It's all a conglomerate. There's a developer working on each aspect of that. So we've got our mapping guy nonstop working on mapping for those. We've got our lead developer nonstop working on the org system for it. And we have a
When I
secondary
talk, no
lead
one hears me. This is so
developer in a
stupid.
sense.
Working as
he's kinda like
intended.
I wouldn't say lead. I'd say like full stack. He's really good. He can do a lot. He is actually building our new housing system that we wanted for a long time. So all of that is coming in the same update all at once.
Jesus,
and it will
bro.
be probably
Yeah, it's
about, we're
pissing
probably
me
about
off.
7
Honestly, it
days,
pissed me off too. I'm
7,
lucky.
8
I just
days
got
out
lucky.
on
I don't even
housing
have fucking Nitro, bro.
deployment.
I don't even have
would
Discord
probably say
Nitro.
within that time frame, org updates, and I know drug updates. Drug updates are gonna be coming here pretty soon.
Okay, wait.
We're trying to get those pushed out to the server and deployed within the next couple of days. So
Okay, yes, I was right. I
for
was
sure.
right.
Coming very soon with that.
Lead developer, and you can't talk
lot
or
of
hear
big- lot of
anyone
big updates
watching
and
my
fixes for
stream. Yeah, that would
we won't have to deal with
that would
again.
piss me
That
off.
we have to currently deal with the housing system now. So they take it as a good gesture that you won't have to deal with the bugs. Pretty much, if we set you up with a house now, it's pretty
Run.
bad, man.
What the?
Because
fuck?
we don't have control over that system.
No, I think the housing system is going to be really cool. I'm
I
super
appreciate-
glad.
Yeah, I just wanted to like a remark on Target and when it's gonna
Okay.
be in stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's obviously a soft
Mark on the target.
You know, there could be things that come up in the meantime that may be more important that we may have to go to. I don't think that's going to be the case because we're pretty polished right now with everything in the server, so we're more or less just working on features and bringing new stuff to the server.
I feel like there are some targets that are annoying, but maybe that's just me needing to
appreciate
learn
the
them
shout-outs
still.
for the cops,
Like
Johnny.
fucking
Everybody
tomatoes,
don't forget
all the
that
peppers, the
sheriff
fucking
is
grapes.
actually voted in by the people, and you know Milo's out there, best sheriff ever. If you have an
All right.
election, vote Milo for sheriff.
Bro, no way he just did that to Yusef. Ain't no way.
Richard for sheriff. Yeah.
Ain't no
Yeah, I might make a
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Happy to have it.
All right. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Appreciate you,
you, buddy.
Johnny.
Thank you.
All right, Leary's requested to speak.
I think it was
Beans on
Chestnut that
toast.
asked earlier if he still wants to speak.
Let's,
If not, then it's Leary.
I need to listen to
Let's
this Beans
see-
on
let's
Toast
get
track
Leary
so
up
bad,
here,
guys.
And then I
I
think
need to
Gordon
hear
wants
it.
to say something really quick. Let's let Gordon go.
Yeah, let's get
and
this guy
then-
talking, man. Is
or
it?
let's let Leary
Can't
take it.
speak.
Oh,
He can speak through
talking.
me.
Yeah, and nobody can hear him.
I will be his
Oh, okay.
proxy.
Yeah, I can't hear him at all.
Speak through me,
Okay.
Gordon.
All right,
I will
Leary, you
be
can go ahead, and then we'll go
your
through the
voice.
Chat, a couple chat questions, and then we'll just wrap this up.
I'm just kidding, bro.
Pretty scuffed.
I'm
meeting
sorry
today,
you can't
guys.
talk, man. That's I'm
Apologize
so
for this.
sorry.
I was gonna say, do you think like the apartment storage can go up a little bit into the housing?
The apartment storage. Yeah, let's definitely put a suggestion in on it. Let's get
Is that a voice changer?
a community input on that, and then we'll watch that thread.
I
and
think that's
then
a
if we need
voice
to make
changer,
change, we'll
chat.
make a change.
Discord's gonna make
sure.
me crash out. You try to
The
talk
problem is
again?
with that, if
Stop
we
doing it,
increase
bro. You're just gonna piss
temporarily
yourself
for the
off.
housing system, then
You're just gonna
the
make
items that
yourself
you store in
mad, dude.
there, when we go to decrease it, would be gone. If you were to leave anything in there, it causes a lot of back and forth, causes a lot of issues.
Yeah.
I would say best bet is a mule right now, more than likely.
A mule. My man,
Just
that's what I'm
temporarily
using.
until it
I'm
is
using one of
finished.
those. I need it though for my business. I did the same thing though. I got my mule before I got my Camana. I live
that all
in
you
my
had, Leary?
mule.
Oh, and what's the state of the SASP? Is it all like
That's
functioning,
a voice
running,
changer.
and stuff?
That's 1000% a voice
SASP,
changer.
yeah.
1000%. That's
SASP is
a
up and
voice
running,
deepening
we're fully
software.
functional, we got
I even
everything we
changed mics
need.
between my headset and condenser and still nothing. I don't think it's
We
you,
just need
bro.
more
I think it's
people,
just
man.
Discord for
If
sure.
you
Voice
wanna be a
changer. Oh
cop,
yeah.
put an application in,
But no,
first
that's
responder
that's
server,
Discord, bro.
we'll get you
I don't know if
interviewed,
it's like
sorted out,
your
and
Discord
on
not
the
wanting to
street
connect to your
after you-
internet for some fucking reason.
afterwards.
Like fully, or if it's just Discord being fucking dumb.
Heck yeah.
We're looking
I'm sorry it's
at,
not working for you, bro. That's
I
frustrating.
believe a new heat unit in the future. So, as currently SASP are the only ones that have high-speed vehicles in the city.
Heck yeah, get your app in, man. Was that everything you had for us?
They don't even have fast cars,
Okay.
Lamau.
I appreciate you coming up here.
BCSO's a joke. No, I'm just kidding. I'm
Let's
just
see.
kidding.
All right, let's go through. Did we miss anything?
Tried
that came
quitting
through
out,
the
completely
chat?
rejoining, still didn't work. But I was in
don't know if
VC with
Johnny
Snap prior to
Chestnut
meeting
still
and it
wants
was
to
working
speak, he
fine.
needs to-
Pretty sure it's just this
If you guys
voice
have
He
chat.
said he
Yep,
got everything he needed.
definitely. That's
Okay.
crazy that you
If
were in a
you are
voice
left
chat
on
literally
a
2 minutes
cliff
before
and you
this.
need a question answered, put it
That's
in there.
crazy.
Yusuf, I think you need to take Tommy out on a date or
Oh.
something because he's there
Oh
for
my
you again,
God.
buddy.
Oh my
robberies.
God.
We have a
Yeah, okay.
question.
Sunny
Do we
Ray.
have an update on if or when house robberies are to be fixed?
So
House robberies.
if
That's a good question.
How many people in the chat right now in the audience have done a house robbery successfully, consistently?
We haven't done any house robberies,
Can you
chat.
guys help me with that? Kinda
We're
give me, like,
not
a show of
criminals,
hands.
but Dahlia does want to like
So
mess
Ava,
around
you've
with
done it
shit like that.
consistently, successfully. I know. Okay, Callum.
I have a question. Why does
tier
Discord
1,
suck? True, bro.
Successfully, consistently.
True.
It's a issue with.
Blacked out car does 180.
It
That's
was an
kind of
issue
crazy.
with the anti-cheat and the props that we spawned inside
Only
the
low
houses.
end, not mine would.
For that being the loot interaction targets, then they would get blocked. They wouldn't spawn. We did push a big anti-cheat update, and it seems to have resolved a lot of that. Sunny.
Wait, what did Sonny
Where
say?
are you trying to rob houses at? Tier 2 with a buddy last night. I couldn't see it. And
Oh,
he
question,
said
do we
nothing
have it?
this
Oh,
side.
okay,
So
this.
it seems like the problem's stemming into tier 2 and tier 3 house robberies now. Okay. Okay. It may just be a
Share it
thing
from someone.
of
Here's a question that's a lot of people ask.
time
My
and
opinion
people
is if a
triggering
cop
them
is being shot at, should
when we
automatically
get
be using
entity
class 3.
detections and us whitelisting those entities within the anti-cheat. It's been an ongoing thing, nonstop. It's been a huge problem, and the same thing is happening
the
with
States PD's biggest issue
drug
is consistent.
sales when you text a message over anti-cheat, and we think that we found a minor bug with those as well, sending the mission to the player. So definitely we have already we've pushed probably what 4 anti-cheat updates in the last week alone to try to sort all of these problems. It's just one by one and a matter of time on that. Make sure that if you run into the problem, make sure you report it for sure every time. I don't care if you get 20 tickets open. Gordon,
I
do
think
you
there's a
know about
question
that
in there
logic
somewhere.
with the higher tier unlocks? If you go in with the person who has the higher tier unlocked, would you be able to still access and rob and go in with them? Is Gordon, I bet Gordon walked away.
I
He's
do
having
think that
comment
Cole
or
in my
something.
stream said that like S or X class were like
He's
175.
listening to you on the stream. He said, "Fuck the anti-cheat."
Okay. There we go.
He thinks it's just
I thought I
the,
responded to
community
him.
meeting chat.
Oh, he's trying to talk, but it's not going through.
Yeah. Yeah. Just
He's talking in
put
one
your
of the streams.
Put your response in there, Gordon.
He's doing his best.
Discord is fucked up today, man.
It
I don't
is,
know if
man.
It's half of everything, dude. I don't even know what's going on.
I'm glad I could be your conduit though, Gordon. I'm glad I could help you out, dog.
answer Callum there if you can, Gordon, in the chat. I know you're trying to talk.
Fuck this shit. He
It's so
said,
hard,
"Fuck
dude.
this shit."
It's a hot mess at this point.
It is.
That's why I'm trying to wrap it all up and get you guys back out in the city.
It's
But
all good, bro. Higher tier for what?
I don't think we missed anything else. But yes, we know about them, Sonny. We are working on them, and we have been working on them consistently. So keep reporting them, keep playtesting, and we will get there. I promise you.
All right, Cole. This one's from Tommy Gavin because he's pulled it up again. Here's a question a lot of people have asked. My opinion is if a cop is being shot at, we should automatically be using class 3. In real life, when shots are fired at an officer, they come out with full force. In the rules, it
This
states
isn't
PD
real
is the
life. We
biggest
just
and
talked about
strongest
this a
force
little
in
bit
the
ago,
city
though.
and should be treated as such. PD should not be robbed in any circumstances. In my opinion, we need to put our foot down on people who think it's okay to just pull up and start shooting our great law enforcement officers for no reason, or if we put one of their buddies in jail.
I will let Yusuf and Wayne answer this together if they want, or one by one, whichever way.
Go ahead, Wayne. Go ahead, Wayne.
I have a standpoint on this, but it really doesn't matter what I have to say because I don't influence any of these decisions. So when a cop gets shot in the streets, I'm not the person to say I think it should work like this, or I'm not the person to say it's going to work like this. It doesn't work like that within the staff team.
Several people are typing.
So yeah, y'all go ahead.
Yeah,
Y'all
go
can
ahead, Wayne.
touch on that.
I don't know. I think it's
I don't
tough.
think
Well,
Wayne is
we
muted.
have we have a force continuum built into our SOPs for 4 reasons. PD Class 3 weapons are some of the most powerful weapons on the server. And if PD starts going around using Class 3 to return fire to, let's just say, micro, a Scorpion, or an AP pistol used from inside a vehicle, you're going to start having the server devolve into anarchy, because then it's going to be either W crims, W cops, this and that, and it's just going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. We're trying to make it to where it's more balanced. Class 3 should not be used unless the police officer is outnumbered. We'll just say, like, if crims are using automatic weapons and it's 1 officer to 2 or 3 crims, then yes, there is a on RP law that we've pushed through the DOJ system that allows officers to go up in
That
force.
never
So yes,
happened.
then they'll allow them to use their Class 3 weapons to fight back, because now they're outnumbered, right? It's a 1 to 2. Outside of that, Class 3 shouldn't be deployed on the streets unless it hits those numbers. We're trying to combat that. We're trying
Yeah,
to
it's definitely a bit of an exaggeration. Like we went from 6 to 7 deep with
we're trying
shotguns
to
to
look
3
into
now.
how
So like
PD
there's definitely
SOPs
some
are
exaggeration
built.
going on for
They were
sure.
built on the prior to the wipe, and a lot of things have changed after the wipe. So Yusuf and I have to go through, look over how the SOPs are. So our SOPs are standard across both BCSO and SASP.
Okay,
So
that's good.
both sheriffs
actually
and
really
troopers
good.
should be following the same
same SOPs.
rules on how they are policing the streets.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah. No, 100%, as he said. No, because, I mean, yeah, police should be treated as the biggest force and whatnot, right? I mean, that's how realistic it should be. And to keep everything stable, you know what I'm saying? Give the people the challenge they deserve and whatnot. But we're not gonna go to the level of pulling Class 3s out 24/7, right? There's sometimes we pull it out in cases like if all the gangs, like let's say a gang we're fighting, for example, right? They're outnumbering us and they have automatic weapons, right? They could have their Class 2s like APs, or they have like a PDW or something like that, some crazy weapons, right? That hits very, very well with recoil and whatnot. This is like the time you're like, okay, it's getting serious. I think it's time to pull out the Class 3s, right? And usually the supervisor on scene will give the shot. It's like, okay, it's getting out of hand, boys, you know? We gotta pull the big weapons out. But if it's like a pistol fight, right? If it's just a pistol fight, you know what I'm saying? Just a normal fight, we're not gonna shoot you guys with a Class 3 if you're using knives or pistols or whatever. Like that's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Unless like you got 6 gang members on 1 cop and he have nobody else and they're trying to kill him or some shit, and this is when the cop will do whatever he can to protect himself, right? I mean, it's self-defense at that point. So it's like if you want to shoot cops, if you want to go out there and shoot cops, right? Well, go ahead if you want to, but you're gonna meet with the force that you deserve, right? Because I can't just shoot cops and expect to get away all the time. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
Like,
exactly.
you gotta think about it.
The point here is that Wayne made is we obviously got to match force with force and keep it balanced, because if it's a pistol fight, cops pull up and they pull their pistols out if they ever have to intervene at all. If they get shot at, they're intervening, I'll tell you that. But if they pull their pistol out, the pistol is way more powerful than any pistol that Krim has. Within reason, you know, like if a Krim's got a AP pistol, it's obviously not as powerful as that. But the thing is with cops is they're matching force with force, and their cops force is better. So if you decide to shoot at the cops, just know whatever gun you have, they're going to have the same class and it's going to be better. So, you know, I mean, there should definitely, I think we need to help build the fear of police that isn't there right now. But good job on that, Wayne. One more thing for you, Yusuf, and then we'll knock this down. And I promise, guys, this next stream will be a comeback stream. The portion where Alex was saying that people are robbing houses with knives, and PD are pulling up 6 to 7 deep with shotguns to low tier houses. What is that something? What's
So
the
I-
details
No.
on that?
I can talk to that one.
I
So,
have seen
PD
a couple
doesn't know
fearless
the difference
cops.
between low tier and high tier houses. The only thing they get is a notification that a house is being robbed. So of course, that is a robbery. We're gonna roll up. If that's the only thing happening at that moment, and there happens to be 7 cops on, well, 7 cops are gonna roll to a robbery because that is what Era RP rules allow. Six people to a robbery.
That
8
wasn't the
cops,
answer
unless
I
it's
was
been
hoping
25
for.
minutes or more and has turned violent. Now for the shotgun.
That was
If
not
you're
the answer
referring
I
to the
was
house
hoping
robbery
for.
earlier today in Mirror
Not at
Park,
all.
I was the one holding a shotgun. The other 2 officers entered the house with pistols.
That I don't agree with
I
this
stayed
guy.
outside just in case both my officers went
I don't
down
know.
inside the
None of
house.
us ate dinner, so
I
yeah,
am now
probably.
able to defend myself against whoever it is that comes out of that door with whatever weapon, because
Who's
no
hungry?
officer found
Who's ready for
anybody at
dinner?
the scene, and
Who's
no
hungry?
officer found any weapons at the scene.
Who's hungry?
If you are finding yourselves being
That's not the answer I was hoping for.
approached with a large group of officers that all have shotguns, please bring that to my or Yusuf's attention, because that's something that we'll have to handle on our end to make sure that they're doing it the right way. No, in no situation, unless automatic fire has already been called over a radio, should officers be rolling with all class 2 weapons to a house robbery. I hope that answers the question. But please, if
Yeah,
if
it
this is
definitely seems to be
happening,
more in favor of real
clip it,
life rules when we're talking
get
about cop
me
response.
and or Yusuf involved. We will deal with it on our end because they work directly for us.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
no,
they're definitely
100%,
taking a much more of a
100%.
real life approach when it
And
comes to the police
again,
response.
as we said,
Okay.
we're not gonna win a gold medal if we put you guys in jail. Like, we're not gonna get $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're trying to give you guys the challenge you guys deserve. We're gonna be lenient. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't
And I
we
will
don't
say
care
from
if
the
you
other
guys
side.
like if we put you guys
Hang on.
in jail for like 100 month or 0 month or something like that. It's not gonna affect us in the sort. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to give you guys the RP you guys deserve. We're here for you guys. Cops, they fly into the server. That's how their shift is. I feel like they feel like it's a real shift. They fly in for like 6 hours, maybe 9 hours. Some people go for 12 hours, right? And they give out the role play to everybody, right? And they're trying to give you guys the content you guys deserve. They're not out there grinding. They are not like grinding like how anybody else. No, they're trying to give you guys role play. They're here for you guys.
This is
You know
very
what I'm
true.
saying? So technically, yeah, they're serving the community, and it's for who? It's gonna be for you guys. So yeah.
All right. Yeah, if you guys got anything for PD, let's just make
This
sure
is a little
that
bit of a
it's-
tougher one.
It's communicated to the right people. We will
Stuff like
handle
this,
it.
you
It's
have to
something
play it
that
out, I think.
Over time, it's gonna take time for sure. Over time, it'll get better.
Yeah. You just have to play it
and
out. You gotta get a
if
feel for
there
it.
needs to be suggestions, input for anything. I mean, we're open to criticism on anything when we take it constructive. So whatever you guys see or don't agree with, and you think a majority is on the same page, let us know for sure. We're gonna wrap this up, turn it into a little bit of a hot mess, and I will get you guys a schedule as soon as I can this week, middle of this week, for the next stream, and it will be a revenge stream, I will tell you that. So
One of the
I
most
appreciate you
important-
guys.
I don't think there's an
important
outside
things
force
which
that
you
keeps
heard Wayne
police
mention, and
behavior in
Yusuf
check. I
mentioned,
think it's
clips.
just Yusef. But I think Yusef is a good
We
voice
need
of
clips
reason.
to be able to do
Maybe. I don't
anything.
know.
If any of you don't know how to do it, have problems with it, reach out to one of us and we'll help you.
There you go. All right, guys. I appreciate everybody being here today, showing
Yeah.
up, wanting to show their interest in the server's growth and the updates and what's new,
You're
the
both
current state
cops,
of it.
Yusef.
So it is definitely acknowledged and seen. So get out there. Let's hit Bahama Mamas, I think, tonight. I don't know for sure. I think it was. Oh, tomorrow? Okay.
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
Okay,
I'm
my
not
bad.
fucking leaving.
But yeah, let's get out there, guys, and I'll catch up with y'all next weekend on stream. I appreciate you guys.
Hell yeah. All love, babes. Community meeting is over.